Right, welcome back. Last time we started this campaign and made a couple minor reforms to improve my situation, mainly reducing noble autonomy because the nobility here have even more rights than Kiowa, which is absolutely lovely. Well, I think the bureaucracy has a couple better positions, well, not by much. Yeah, I have to get to doing this. Yeah, I need to have for sage promotions. Yep, okay. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy start. I need to get trade ideas as soon as possible. How to get that? I'm gonna need a couple levels in admin tech in order to get that at a reasonable price, because 1,600 points is not reasonable. 2,000 points is not reasonable. I'm gonna need to get legalism. In order to get legalism, I need a capital. Basically. I mean, I probably could do it without a capital, but it's not gonna be easy. However, there's one thing I can always do, which is to focus on getting through bureaucracy ideas as quickly as possible. So let's get started on that. Professional administration. Does a cobbler understand how to run a farm? Does a farmer grasp the vagaries of shipping? A merchant those of war, or a noble those of theology? The answer to all these questions is no, and for the state, it should be no different. Who better to govern than those who make a job of it? Administration costs are reduced by 10%, and admin efficiency is increased by 2.5%. This is also known as expansion capacity. Hey, an air. Ooh, 513. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if I can get a capital up quickly enough, and the heir doesn't die before he can get into power. Heck, I don't even need a capital, do I? Yeah, I just need to make sure the clan power is below 50 and I get to 100 development, and my centralization is above 5. So, increase state reach. But once I get to that point, yeah, it should be fine. Ah yes, the auto investor, and it's time for a new idea. Apparatus of state. Government is only as real as it is effective. A law unenforced is no law at all, and any state worth its salt will have many laws, necessitating a veritable army of executors, versatile and competent enough to be arranged in whatever way gets the job done. Advisor cost minus 20%. Right, so there's the other investor. So now Canol, there's a good amount of industrial investment, a decent amount of agriculture and extraction investment, and a little bit of fishery and academic. Kanpei got not much. A little bit of academic, some agriculture, tiny amount of extraction and fishery. Tutulxiu, my capital, got a good amount, large amount of agriculture, forestry, and industrial. Then Akinchel, large amount of agriculture, as well as some extraction and industrial, academic, and a little bit of fishery. Alright. That would certainly help the industry. Which will make me more money. At least once the industry has started to make more money. I mean, a little bit of that stuff goes to me, but only a little bit since my state reach is so low. I'm gonna go to property. Yeah, I own 1.62 resources, so 0.4%. I don't even own any of the districts in my capital. Well, not district. Yeah, districts. So, yay. So it appears that Kichinitsa now has 9k troops, unless something moved, but I find that unlikely, so... Might actually be almost time for me to go up against them. Just fabricate one more claim, at the very least. Maybe wait a bit longer to get the drilling done, because if I can get them to 100 drill, or almost 100 drill, they're going to be a good bit more effective in battle. Especially since no one else I know of has been drilling the army. So, none of my neighbors, nor my allies. So, drilling does give me at least something of an advantage. Of course, I don't know much about what's going on down here. 9k troops. Oh, that's going to be difficult to fight. So with 7k. That's the total troops I have. Over up here, there's 14k troops, and then there's 9k troops that Chaktemo can give me. Because these guys decided to, at the start of the game, roll marry either Kichinitsa or Chakanputum, which is just great. Oh, wait, no, you're someone else. Oh, it's Maine that I'm looking for. Which has even more troops. 11k. What the heck? I mean, sure, they do kind of want to ally me, but not enough to merit it. Alright, let's stop here for the moment. So, currently I'm just continuing to drill the army in order to try to get it to the point where I can probably fight off anything here. At least reasonably. Although I'm a little bit over the force limit at the moment. As long as it doesn't get too low, I should be fine. I just need to make sure that the tribes don't dislike me too much. Yeah. I did manage to quickly pass a minor reform in that the nobles now give me more money, at least from noble dues. Well, they give me more money, and it's a little easier for me to do so. Yeah. Later on I probably should do that for service dues as well. Instead of just monetary dues. And I've also been increasing state reach, although this takes time. I'm barely at 2.5%. I mean, it's not even been 10 years, so yeah, this definitely takes time. At the very least, stability seems to be doing good for the moment, although I find it unlikely to... Yeah, it's probably not going to stay at 1. It'll probably drop because of all the wheeling and dealing I've been needing to do in order to get everything into the right position. I mean, if I were to do something very specific, like a show of devotion to the clergy, possibly. Provide tax relief from the burghers. How much money do I get from commerce dues? This is unspecific. Oh yeah, and provincial corruption is rising like mad, which makes this even better. Amazing. Anyway, I have to reform the tax farm, aren't I? How am I going to do that, though? What do I need? I need to increase state reach and get the bureaucrats to be an actual force. Well, okay, if I click Reform the Administration, I should be able to see all the possible reforms I can do and the requirements. I think reforming the farm is actually the easiest one I can do. Oh yeah, it's definitely the easiest thing I can do. Problem is, I don't have the capability of putting the bureaucratic faction as a player yet, so... Right now I'm gonna have to do a lot of things in order to ensure nothing goes wrong. Especially once the time for invasion comes, which will eventually occur. I just need time for my army to drill up and get as much of an advantage against everyone else as possible. Maybe have a little bit of diplomatic fun. I'm also going to need to try to keep my income up, which is why I was actually doing that for the nobles, because as of right now, most of my diplomatic income from diplomatic taxes comes from the tribals, so yeah, from tribute, so I'm going to have to deal with that specifically. Anyway. I've also started to go down bureaucratic ideas. I managed to get the first two, which reduces the cost of administration and advisors. The administration cost reduction, not useful at the moment, will be later, especially as time goes on. Increased institutional authority will help stopgap the worst of my issues. Probably give me an extra in mill point production, actually, which is quite nice. Price is assuming institutional authority hits exactly 50. Oh well. Easier stability. A bit nice. Corruption reduction. Ooh, now that sounds good. Yearly clan power reduction. That's going to be important. Plus, impact of state reach... Well, impact with the increasing state reach interaction plus 50%. So I get extra 50% bonus in state reach gain, and the bureaucratic influence increases monthly. So it's going to help get the bureaucracy to be more of a player, as I've said. As of right now, the aristocrats get an absurd quantity of this, due to the sheer power they have. And for right now, I'm keeping them happy, if only to make them a little bit more toothless. Eventually a pro... should remove the monopolies. The monopolies can give them quite a bit of money. I think I'd rather it be in the hands of the peasantry. Oh well, that's something to deal with later. That should be good for now. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye. Oh yeah, one thing I did forget to mention. I can probably show that before I actually leave. So, yeah, so I got an heir. Well, here's the court. So that's 5 administrative skill. This is excellent. It means that, well, so long as he doesn't die before my ruler dies and lives for long enough, that's enough admin skill to just give me legalism. I won't even need capital infrastructure. I just need to make sure that clan power is down and state reach is up, in order to make sure it's as fast as possible. And I also need to increase my development to 100. Currently it's 92. So it's actually not that far. As long as I conquer at least something. Even these junk-ish provinces. Or better yet, some of these provinces. That would be nice. It should be fine. Anyway. No, I don't need to say. So yeah, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.